With Ignite attachments, and this is how to set up your new poly cutting edge. First thing you're going to need is something to cut your poly edge. Found a circular saw works really well. You can use a jigsaw, some kind of reciprocating saw if you want to cut some oval holes. Also works pretty well for just cutting to length. You're going to need a drill with a drill bit. Spade bit works really well to drill through the poly to make your bolt holes. And the next thing we're going to need to do is mark our length. The easiest thing to do is just lay your existing cutting edge, this is a rubber cutting edge, on top of the poly one. Line your ends up and then take your marker, mark the end, and then grab your saw and cut it to length. While you have everything stacked up, it's easy to take your marker, draw out all your bolt holes. These are an oval hole. You can just drill one hole, and then if you need to adjust it, you can take your edge back off and drill another hole to drop it down as the edge wears. So let's go ahead and get this one marked up, and then we will show you how to cut it with a circular saw, drill the holes, and I'm going to make the oval holes and show you how to use that with the jigsaw. Since I'm on a metal table, I have some clamps. I've got some 2x4s I'll set under everything to protect the drill bits and everything like that. So I'll go ahead and get this set up to get it cut. I've got everything clamped down. I've got my mark where I need to cut it. Need to grab some safety glasses. A speed square will come in handy when using a circular saw. I'll show you that. But let's go ahead and get this cut. I'll line up my saw mark, grab my speed square, pull it against the top edge, and give you a nice straight line when you're done cutting here. Got my cut piece, got my edge, nice and clean, a little bit of frays from the blade. Next we'll show you how to get all your holes drilled and marked on that, and to cut the oval holes. Now that I have my edge cut to length, I've got my hole traced out from my old edge onto my new poly edge. I can go ahead and drill them out. I've got a 3/4 inch spade bit. I'll go ahead and drill a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom, and we'll grab our jigsaw to cut out the remaining lines to make an oval hole. If you want to, you can take your speed square, kind of clean up those edges from tracing your old one, make a nicer, straighter line. Got it clamped down, got some wood under it for the drill bit to go into. Grab safety glasses again, throw them on. Get everything lined up and go to town. Now that our holes are drilled, you're going to have to put a little bit of pressure on the bit to get into this poly edge. Get some of it cleaned up, and we'll cut our vertical lines to connect the holes and make it so it's an adjustable poly edge with an oval hole. Now that we have our 2 holes drilled, we'll go ahead and take our jigsaw, connect our lines, and make an oval hole. If you want to see your lines, you can turn it upside down and then you can see your line as you're cutting it. One thing to note, when you're cutting the poly edge, a low tooth per inch is beneficial, as it won't heat up as much, and it'll clear more material out, and you will not have as much friction. So a low tooth count on your saw blades makes cutting these edges easier. Now it's time to grab a broom and clean everything